Hello, this is Mike Matthews, and you are listening to Mike's Daily Podcast, episode 118 for Monday, September 19th, 2011, broadcasting to you live from the last place on Earth, located somewhere here in Castro-Valley, California. This show brought to you by no one. If you would like to be that someone and be a sponsor, email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. Well, it's Monday. Here's my podcast. How come weekends disappear so fast?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You may have heard at this show's beginning, I'm looking for a sponsor because I'm winning.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Here's what you get if you sponsor this show. Me saying your name before I sing this part, you know. Then I'll mention you again at the show's middle. Then once more at the end, though that part will be little. All this at a cost of, let's just say it's kind of sort of nothing, but not really.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Be heard by all, really, all of those among us who are addicted to this chorus.
Mike's
this wonderful chorus.
Daily
Podcast. Yeah. You know, I hear other podcasts. They have sponsors. So why can't this one have a sponsor, huh? I mean, we're basically nonprofit at this point. So that's why they allow me to put my flyer up at the Starbucks, because it's a nonprofit. But you know what? If we get a profit, I'll gladly not put them up in Starbucks. But see, now that's another thing. If you advertise on the show, I'm advertising the show in Starbucks. So that means something, doesn't it? No? Maybe Starbucks should be advertising on this dang show. I say their name too many times. I'm not going to say them anymore. Oh, look who's coming in.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino the Parking Attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that? Hey, guys. So where do you think we can find a sponsor?
You know, that's interesting you bring that up because, you know, I could talk to the people in the parking lot there.
Yeah, all the people that park in the parking lot that come in here to the last place on Earth. Do you know that? Actually, you know what? All these people at the last place on Earth, why don't they sponsor the show? There's like a whole mess of them. Hey, everybody, would you like to sponsor the show? And they all just walked out.
Great. Good. That means that nobody will be in the parking lot there. I hate it when there's so many people in the parking lot. I can't do my calisthenics.
Yeah, and I can't do my Pilates. Do you know that? Okay, you guys don't have to sponsor the show. Come back in. What can you say? People like free stuff. Oh, look who also walked in just as everybody else walked in. Hello, masters. This is Madame Madam, do you predict that someday we'll actually get a sponsor for this show?
Master, I predict that you'll never get a sponsor for this show.
Oh, okay. I think we just heard my dog barking in the background. Maybe he was barking at the sponsor, the person that was going to sponsor, and he said, no, go away, by barking at him. Oh, there he goes again.
Master, I think that this show is doing so good that you will never need a sponsor. And that if you do get a sponsor, I hope that it's that guy who owns the Virgin Airlines. He is very cute.
Branson?
Yes. I would like to date the Branson and move to Branson.
Move to Branson, South North Carolina, Missouri?
Yes, wherever it is. You know geography so well.
I know.
Later that day.
Yes, Branson, Missouri is actually the location for a myriad of fantastic attractions, including the Titanic Museum, the amazing waltzing waters, the adventure zip lines of Branson, and don't forget the Bear Creek Trail rides and the Branson Auto Museum. You can't leave without going to the Branson Family Fun Factory, as well as the Branson Landing Princess.
Why the hell did I yelp that?
So, you know, you sometimes feel the need to review a restaurant for free. Your services are rendered for free on Yelp because you just want to say what you feel about what you saw, what you ate, what you tasted, what you experienced at certain restaurants and or attractions. So this is one that I'm like, why the hell did I Yelp that? A, because it was free, and B, because, well, who really cares? This is an attraction, actually, and it's the Jack Daniel's Distillery, located in the lovely town of Lynchburg, Tennessee. A little town all by itself in the middle of nowhere. And I gave it 5 stars, and I said, I'm about to move. This was written on September 4th, 2009. Wow, so 2 years ago, basically. I'm about to move, so this was one of the things to do on my bucket list. I'm glad I did. My tour guide, Ron, was excellent. They're open 9 to 4:30, and I got there for the second to the last tour. Very interesting. There's some walking involved, so be prepared. This is important. You can bring your camera. Oh, yeah, there was some, people saying you can't bring your camera. They don't want you to take pictures. And no, they let you take your camera. You can. And there's interesting things to take pictures of, so just good that you cleared that up. I read somewhere you couldn't take pictures. Oh, I went on to say you can. You just can't take them in 2 or 3 places that show off their distinctive way of making whiskey. There is lots to take pictures of, however, so bring that camera. I went on to say our tour guide opened the hatch on one of the filtering vats, and it was a tremendous contact high. The sour mushroom is amazing and pungent, the smell of vinegar and yeast. Ick. At the end, you get a little plastic cup of lemonade, which is delicious. That's what I reviewed. Oh, yeah, they don't give you a taste of whiskey. They just give you lemonade. And then I wrapped up this is a long review. Oh, and it's completely free, I finally said, in all capitals. Go. Lynchburg is a cute little historic town. Don't forget to give them your ticket when you buy a t-shirt or anything at any of the town's vendors. They will give you a free shot glass, which I've still not used my free shot glass. I should have within the past 2 years, but no, I haven't. I couldn't really find anything I liked except for one t-shirt, I said. But had I gone to all the vendors, I would have gotten a shot glass at each one had I spent $10 at each. So spread your money around throughout the vendors in town, and you'll get free shot glasses at each one. Thanks, Mike. Isn't that a wonderful review? Maybe it's a good thing I'm not getting paid for these. Let's go outside of the last place on earth where I bring you Mike's Daily Podcast. You can read all my Yelp reviews actually on podcast.blog.com. They're on the right-hand side. Right there also where you can go, and there's a link to my Facebook page where you can click like on it. And if we get enough people to click like on it, then you know what happens? Fame and fortune. Yeah.
And here's today's podcast picture.
This was a picture here on the blog. This picture is of me at the Silver Strand Beach. A lovely little beach there. It sort of is the little area that they cut off of the Port Hueneme naval base, and they turned it into this huge beach area with a lot of beach homes, and it's really beachy and awesome. And my wife used to live there, so when we went down to Ventura, we took a little detour off to Oxnard, Port Hueneme, to check out the Silver Strand Beach. And that's me balancing on one foot. And as you see, it was that sunset light, which many movies, many music videos use to create a nice, the glowing sunset effect shot. And that's me doing that. I think it makes me 100 times more handsomer, don't you think? Yes. Enjoy your Monday today, and if you can, maybe push someone over to me to the email. Push them to the email so that they can sponsor the show. And if we get a sponsor, this part of the show, I'll be mentioning the sponsor's name one more time. Let's sort of practice for that by making up a sponsor. Harry's Hair Cream for people with alopecia, because we want you to be smooth-less. Harry's Hair Cream may cause blindness, as does the Jack Daniel's Distillery.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at podcast.blog.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!